people threatening our lives, leaking addresses out there, putting crazy pictures that
Nobody's linked her address. Shut.
If Caitlin Clark is unable to step onto the court, then you shouldn't expect to play another minute either. Those were the intense words reportedly heard around the locker room after Sophie Cunningham reached her breaking point. The WNBA is now facing one of its biggest controversies, and what began with a dangerous hit during the game has reportedly turned into a much more serious situation behind the scenes. After driving her fist into Caitlin Clark's neck, Alyssa Thomas finally addressed reporters for the first time. Instead of expressing regret or admitting the play crossed the line, she defended herself. Even though the league later upgraded the foul to a flagrant 2, Thomas insisted it was simply part of basketball, claimed there was no bad intention, and suggested Clark exaggerated the contact to draw a foul. But everything changed only hours later when information from the Indiana Fever training staff reportedly confirmed what fans had been fearing. Caitlin Clark was removed from full team practice because of a painful back injury. Video from the play appears to show Clark landing awkwardly after the contact, causing her back to twist and making an existing problem even worse. Team doctors have now stepped in and decided she should not continue practicing until further notice. She is in pain, she is out of action, and despite that, critics along with Alyssa Thomas continue questioning her. That was reportedly the moment Sophie Cunningham could not stay silent any longer. People inside the arena claimed she became so emotional and angry that security had to stop her from heading toward the Phoenix media area. During a live appearance, Sophie strongly criticized Alyssa Thomas in front of a huge audience. She called the incident embarrassing for the sport and said no player should target one of basketball's biggest stars, leave her injured, and then speak negatively afterward. Sophie also delivered a serious warning, saying that if the league refuses to protect one of its most important players, then fellow athletes may feel forced to defend each other themselves. She then looked directly into the camera and sent a firm message to Thomas, saying that if Clark's back injury keeps her out of the next game.
I mean, I'm asking a question. So, guys, I keep telling you guys, you don't hate the media enough. Sophie Cunningham just kept it real about the Phoenix Mercury organization.
You know what? Some people feel that.
Wow. People that work for the Mercury, Grant Young posted this. I'm going to give him a shout out. Blind squirrel finds nut. People inside the Mercury organization can't stand this team. Rude, unprofessional, not friendly.
Think about how unbelievable everything happening behind the scenes has become. For months, the tension across the WNBA has continued to grow until it finally reached a breaking point. Night after night, Caitlin Clark has stepped onto the court only to be pushed, singled out, scratched, and hit by veteran players who appear to be playing by a completely different set of rules. When fans raised their concerns on social media, the media dismissed them as overreacting. When analysts highlighted the repeated dangerous incidents on national television, the league responded with the same generic statements about basketball being a physical sport. But tonight, everything has changed. Alyssa Thomas believed she could walk into a press conference, act like the victim, and convince everyone that striking a rookie in the neck was simply normal defense. She expected people to accept her version of events without question. What she failed to realize was just how fiercely Sophie Cunningham would respond. Now the legal and financial consequences of this media storm are already beginning to shake the league from within.
A quote, just the whole narrative that's being painted out there, it's unfortunate that it's come to this over basketball.
I'm crazy. The playing the game, being suspended, just the whole narrative that's being painted out there. It's unfortunate that it's come to this over basketball. A lot of us, myself included, didn't even know the play took place until after the game, and now we're being painted as thugs and there's death threats out on us. So it's really unacceptable. It's something that needs to change in this league, and I'm just really sick and tired.
You are a thug, Alyssa Thomas. You're a thug. You're a dirty player. You're a nasty individual. You put a fist in Caitlin Clark's throat and a knee in her groin, and you're going to act like, oh, I didn't even know that took place. I didn't even know that happened, as I'm diving onto her and using my fist as an arm cushion to get up. Oh, I didn't even know that happened. Oh my gosh.
Inside the league offices, everything is in complete disorder behind the scenes. Emergency meetings are happening late at night, phones are constantly ringing, and top legal teams are working non-stop to deal with the growing public relations crisis. Major sponsors are becoming nervous because this conflict has gone far beyond a normal sports rivalry. It has turned into real verbal confrontations and serious threats. Companies that invested millions in the WNBA this season are now warning they could withdraw their support unless strong disciplinary action is taken against everyone involved. At the same time, the medical situation surrounding Caitlin Clark has become a major concern. A serious back injury for a player who depends on speed, quick movement, and accurate shooting cannot be taken lightly. Team doctors understand that bringing Clark back too soon, just to boost television ratings, could cause lasting damage to the career of one of the biggest stars the sport has ever had. Fans are deeply worried, ticket prices for upcoming games are already dropping on the resale market, and the league knows that without Clark playing, its plans for future growth could suffer a major setback. Despite all of this, Thomas chose to minimize the injury, make light of the situation, and present herself as the person being unfairly criticized. Sophie Cunningham's decision to take a firm stand has completely changed the conversation around player relationships in the league. She was not only speaking for herself but also for many people who are tired of seeing dangerous plays go without consequences. Sophie's emotional appearance on live television was honest, intense, and impossible to ignore. By saying she would make sure Thomas would not play if Clark remained out, she brought a new level of personal retaliation into the WNBA. The Players' Union has remained silent as it struggles with the reality that trust inside locker rooms has been badly shaken. At this moment, the WNBA is facing one of its biggest internal crises. Pressure is rapidly building on the commissioner to hand Alyssa Thomas a multi-game suspension because of both her comments and the original foul. This situation is no longer only about one hard foul or one heated game. It has become a question about protecting the league's credibility, and the truth has become too difficult for league officials to ignore. The next 24 hours could shape the future of the WNBA. Now the basketball community deserves to be heard. Was Sophie Cunningham right to threaten Alyssa Thomas in defense of Caitlin Clark? Or did she go too far with her emotional response? This is the moment for fans to make their voices count and push the league to respond. Share your honest opinion in the comments below. If you support Sophie Cunningham for standing up against dangerous play, hit the like button now. Also subscribe and turn on notifications because the unedited audio from Sophie's locker room confrontation is expected next, and you will not want to miss what comes next. This story is still unfolding.